The long-predicted electric-only future for cars is unraveling faster than most experts expected. Although I have been calling this out for decades and taken a lot of heat for it, I am right in this case because across the globe, internal combustion engines are making a comeback, and consumers, automakers, and governments alike are reassessing the rush toward an all-electric vehicle future. Now, according to a recent report from the EU, half of all car buyers worldwide now plan to purchase a new or used gasoline-powered vehicle. Interest in fully electric cars has dropped off by 10 percentage points. Even hybrids have seen a 5-point decline. Now, this shift is from a mix of government policy reversals, trade disputes, growing concerns over the cost and practicality of electric vehicle ownership, including charging infrastructure. This is not a regional trend. In the United States, efforts have been made to remove the electric vehicle mandate. That is done, and proposals to roll back fuel economy standards that were finalized by the previous administration are out the door. Chinese consumers, while continuing to buy EVs, are less concerned about how their cars are being powered and more focused on digital integration and lifestyle features. Worldwide, car buyers are signaling a clear preference for practicality, affordability, and choice over political or environmental mandates. The implications for the automotive industry are significant. Automakers have long argued for a slow phase down of fossil fuel vehicles as a lifeline for the industry, while the EV advocacy groups continued to push for a rapid transition to cut CO2 emissions. Trade pressures add complexity. Western policies have imposed tariffs to shield domestic markets from heavily subsidized Chinese EVs, yet the US and the European automakers also face competition from Chinese gasoline-powered vehicles in global markets. Consumers are reacting to these pressures. 36% of prospective EV buyers reported reconsidering or delaying their purchase due to geopolitical developments. Nowhere is the tension between ambition and practicality more visible than in Europe. The European Union planned to ban the sale of internal combustion engine vehicles by 2035, and it's facing unprecedented pushback. Prime ministers from 6 countries, Italy, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, the Czech Republic, and Bulgaria, have written to the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen urging a more flexible approach. They propose allowing plug-in hybrids, range-extended electrics, and fuel cell vehicles to remain on the market beyond 2035. Germany, though not part of the formal letter, is also advocating for relaxing rules amid slower than expected EV adoption. This coalition's message is clear. Europe cannot afford a rigid all-electric future without risking its industrial competitiveness and job security. Automakers like Volkswagen, Stellantis, and Renault are watching closely as billions in future investments hang in the balance. The 6 leaders argue for technological neutrality, emphasizing that no single technology will solve emissions challenges. Banning internal combustion engines outright, they warn, could turn Europe into an industrial desert while simultaneously ceding market share to foreign rivals, mostly China. And economic realities reinforce this caution as Europe faces high energy prices, rising labor costs, aggressive competition from China, and lingering uncertainty about consumer EV adoption. The planned EU review of emissions rules, originally set for 2026, has been brought forward, and due to slower EV uptake, Italy and Germany have been particularly vocal about the need to protect domestic automotive sectors, while France maintains a more EV-forward stance, focusing on electric investment to safeguard jobs. They don't build many cars in France. They build a lot of cars in Germany and quite a few cars in Italy as well. And the coalition's request, however, underscores the growth consensus that a mixed technology future is the only practical path. Across the Atlantic, the United States is showing a similar trend. California, a long leader in strict EV mandates, is reconsidering its 2035 goal for an all-electric or plug-in hybrid sales. Political and legal challenges, including Senate action to limit the state's authority to set vehicle emissions rules, have made an all-EV path certainly much less likely. And these developments indicate that both the consumers and the policymakers are prioritizing realistic solutions over idealized visions for the future. The global message is unmistakable. The all-electric market is no longer inevitable. Gasoline engines, hybrids, and other alternative technologies remain essential in maintaining industrial competitiveness, protecting jobs, and meeting consumer needs. Policymakers, automakers, and consumers are increasingly aligned on a pragmatic path forward, one that balances emissions reduction with economic stability and practical mobility solutions. Across the world, gas cars are not disappearing. They're making a comeback, signaling that the future of transportation will be diverse, flexible, and grounded in real-world needs. The global message is unmistakable. The all-electric market is no longer inevitable. Gasoline engines, hybrids, and other alternative technologies remain essential in maintaining industrial competitiveness, protecting jobs, and meeting consumer needs. Policymakers, automakers, and consumers are increasingly aligned on a pragmatic path forward, one that balances emissions reduction with economic stability and practical mobility solutions. Across the world, gas cars are not disappearing. They are making a comeback, signaling that the future of transportation will be diverse, flexible, and grounded in real-world needs. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and check out our car review channel, Car Smarts. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee, and if you want even more content, check out the links in the description. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.